Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Lorraine from the Sacred Alchemist 1111. How is everybody doing? I hope, pray and assume that everybody is just, you've just been really taking great care of yourselves, really stepping up with your meditation, your research, getting those vibrations up nice and high, and obviously just making sure to ease off the pressure off of your blood pressure, all right? Because we want to be, stepping into some newness, feeling very well and truly, ready and renewed, okay? It has been a while since I have been posting. I have been kind of spiritually pulled back, not just from the collective, but everything and everyone. The spiritual warfare, the situation that, this New World Order crap, BS, everything. Literally just been like this for the past few days. And I've just been literally sitting down within my oneness, my stillness, and really taking a very hard look at myself, my situation. It's like at certain stages as you are progressing along your journey, it's as if like you don't know when it's going to happen, but you are just, it's like automatically just pulled out and you're taken into like this kind of pit stop area. And during that time of the kind of like the recess is when you are, the time then you will need to reflect seriously about how far you've come from, what you've been up to, how you're feeling now within yourself in the present moment, and obviously about your intentions. I've also, since obviously my last reading that I done for you guys, I've been really sort of like, really manifesting and really just getting a better understanding about my next soul mission, my next mission with regards to the 5D and New Earth, beginnings that's taking place. It's really totally coming in. I feel as if I'm literally there already. I've just totally to me, it's like I've just left everything behind. Detached from the strong desires of, wanting things to work a certain way between me and my person. And it was like, I just had to kind of put that to one side. Knowing that right now, there's more growing to do on the inside. You cannot have any kind of relationship first before you have a relationship within yourself and the Most High. That is how it is. If you want to have something really meaningful, deep and spiritual with another person who's on that frequency as you need to make sure that you have really and truly gone within so that you can honor those sacred vibes. All right. I've also been drawn quite strongly for the past, month or so to the ancient civilizations and the history, or the fragmented parts of history, as what we've been. It's as if we've been given like the cast-offs, the little scraps of what, and a lot of obviously propaganda and fabricated history. And who is he? Whose story does it really belong to anyway? With regards to finding out about, will we ever get to find out the real truth? All right. Eventually, yes, but I feel that has been kept back for a very, very good reason. And looking at it from that perspective, I can see why, and I understand and respect that. Okay, but I will talk about that in a little while. I've been getting into like language, getting a better understanding of what that's all about. Certainly about the Merkaba activation, or the light body activation, the chakras alignment, which would be like the 7 chakras leading to the 12 chakras in alignment, the swastika, and also Polaris, or the North Star, or the Big Dipper, which would be Ursula Major. Now, the connection between the swastika and the Big Dipper, in case you guys must be wondering, like, what the hell am I talking about? For those that know about what the swastika really means, and I hope that whoever's watching this reading, what I'm saying here right now, this part, you know, they ain't got nothing to do with World War II per se. I'm going way back. This is ancient history stuff. This is like, it's not even on this planet. It's obviously above, okay, above this firmament. But I'll just explain very quickly that throughout the year, every quarter, the constellation, the Big Dipper, turns a certain way, as you know, right? And it sort of like revolves around Polaris. And when it's completed a full year, when it's captured and looked back over its cycles, and I've just seen 555 and I've said that, it actually creates a hooked cross or a swastika, okay? Which would be like the Big Dipper or Ursula Major. And that happens around the North Star or Polaris. There's something very, very, very important, extremely powerful where the swastika is concerned. And I can see why it holds so much, you know, well, I'm not talking, let's just keep our minds away from, you know, the propaganda, all right? Let's focus on why it's become so very widely used in the Hindu religions. And obviously where Diwali is concerned, you know, they use that as well as part of their festivals, because it's considered a very, very, very auspicious, very, very good luck symbol, full of prospects, love, prosperity, good luck, guidance, etc., etc. Everything that is positive. But it's very powerful as well at the same time, because it's like a creation, how can I say, it's like a completion of a cycle within a, you know, in the kind of like calendar year kind of thing, or constellation speaking. But I will explain, you know, in a little bit more, because I want to kind of like move on. I've been having so many downloads, guys. So that's what I've kind of like been up to. I've also been listening to a lot of lo-fi hip hop music. I don't know if you guys know about that, like chill hop. You can always tap that into YouTube. And if you are into that kind of like chilled out music, as well as like binaural beats on certain frequencies, then you can certainly check those out. There's so many videos on there, guys, so many different mixes, and it helped me to kind of like prevent me from being very much irritated by what I'm seeing around me, not just around my immediate environment, but also to do with what I'm seeing at a wider scale. Don't worry, guys, it's got nothing to do with like, you know, like the spiritual community. I'm talking about what is going on and what I'm seeing. I mean, I'm not really surprised, but put it this way, there's following the recent Travis Scott event, which was a straight up sadistic satanic ritual. Just keep your eyes out for what's actually going to be taking place next. Put it that way. And this is why I've always said, guys, it's so important to make sure that you keep your vibrations high. Your energies are always protected. Don't take everything for gospel. Always try to go and do your own research. What I just mentioned as well about the swastika and the Big Dipper and Polaris, I encourage you guys to certainly do, you know, dive in and figure out more about what all of this actually means. And ask yourself why the elites, okay, the Illuminati, why they have put so much emphasis on making the swastika out to be so evil, when before Hitler took it, and because he himself thought, wow, this looks like an amazing symbol to have for my party, all right, why is it that they want you to hate it so much? In fact, why do they want you to kind of like really be hating things to do with spirituality, metaphysics, history, like finding out a lot more about the history and about what's really going on with this place that we're standing on right now, all right? They want you to be so programmed into assuming that the swastika, as we know, is a white supremacist logo. It's attached to the Nazis, and that's it. That's all you need to know. And it's a hate symbol for the Jews. All right. Ask yourself those kind of questions, because when you go deeper into it, towards the Sanskrit, it's telling you something totally different, and it's giving you a totally different vibe. Now, my reason for really going into this, because it's just literally got me so sort of drawn to this, and to the point of where this is like, now it's that time when we need to start like really, really and truly just waking up and start standing up. I mean, I know that it's kind of like easier said than done right now. And I understand, guys. But there's a growing number of people that are really trying to defend the swastika as a sacred symbol. First of all, obviously above this firmament, but also to do with the Hindu religion as well. And also obviously that Buddha used it as well, one of the ascended masters. This gives you so much empowerment when you are seeking out this knowledge. But they don't want you to do that. They want you, instead of going out and focusing on the universe, now what they want you to try and do is get focused on this fucked up metaverse. I'm sorry for swearing, guys, but, you know, metaverse. I've got my thoughts, my two penny thoughts or whatever it is, based on that, and I will talk about that in another reading. I'm still doing a little bit more research on other areas and its connections to the World Economic Forum and DARPA as well. That's for Meta. I will, as I said, I'll do another reading on that, because, another video, because I've got, this reading to do for you guys as well. So, all right, let's get stuck into the downloads, okay? Let's get stuck into these downloads. Now, I've had these downloads for a little bit, probably about a week, going into 2 weeks. But because of all what's been going on at my end, and obviously it just felt that it just wasn't the right time. The energies just wasn't at the right time. It just felt, everything just felt heightened out and distorted. Okay, and I just felt that a certain period of time had to pass by, divine timing, so that I can kind of talk about this, and certain things as well from what I've picked up on today and even last night. I wanted to do the reading last night, has now helped me to kind of see things a little bit more, becoming a little bit more enlightened. And that's why it's like, yeah, I can start to kind of talk about this reading right now, or the downloads. So it's about, obviously, to do with the spiritual community, the divine feminines. But what's going on? What I was showing, it was like, obviously we're still together. We're still part of the clique. We're still part of the collective. Okay, this strong spiritual community that we are trying desperately to build. Okay. We've got this going on. I know that we're really coming out of shaky times, and we have a lot of shaky people around us. Very, very nervous people around us. Really trying to project their, sort of fear energy onto us. And it's a real sort of battle to try and stave that off without wanting to bite their heads off. Okay, because the last thing you want to do, guys, is to create drama over the chaos, because that's just going to cause pandemonium, right? But what I was showing was that it was eventually, when things start to settle down, and I sense that this is more going into certainly into 2022. Now, 2022 is going to be very interesting. Let me just put it in that kind of way. I need you guys to be prepared. I need to get, I need you guys to be ready. I need you guys to be really, really on point, on top when it comes to distractions and also attachments as well. Obviously, there's a work in progress, guys, where you are working so hard. And I know you have been, because I've been talking with some of you guys in the comments, and I know you guys are like really and truly even way above me. You guys are just really just stepping up. All right. And there are some of you that, okay, you're there. And then there's some of you guys, a small portion of you guys that are just literally like, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to begin. All right. And this is why it's important to try and get the readings out. I'm not throwing shade at anybody. Okay. Because it all had to come from somewhere. And if we continue to really stop the interfighting, stop the bitchiness, stop catting after people, or being really, instead of, if you're like a bunch of females or a bunch of males, support each other instead of tearing each other down. Okay. But what I was showing was that for the divine feminines and like spiritual ones, the chosen ones, as they're commonly known, as well, you're being placed into groups. Okay. There's still communication between each sector. It was as if like becoming more organized, more teamwork, because what is found, what I was picking up was that more teamwork is being sort of like needed right now, so that ideas can be shared and solutions can be agreed upon. This is all to do with New Earth. This is all to do with 5D consciousness, 5D living, and also the way how you deal with sort of disagreements, finding alternatives, and trying to reach some form of accord, okay, where there is no discord, okay. Remembering that this is all about being of service to others rather than being of service to self, because guys, this is about what is going on here is about what is in the best interest of everybody, the greater good. It's no longer about being the individual, where it's all about, well, what about my needs, and what about my man, and what about my twin flame, and what about my DM, or what about my DF? It's not that kind of show anymore. Okay. And this is what I'm saying, that with regards to what I was saying earlier, I just felt so detached from everybody, even the demons, the angels, the entities, like all of them. I was just detached from every single one of them. And I just needed to just focus and say, well, how can I come back into this with regards to my mission? Because this is about helping to raise the vibration. Remember what you came here to do. And it seemed to me that it was becoming even more apparent. And I feel it more since I've done my last session in my Akashic records. I'm starting to feel a lot more connected to the ancient past, because that was one of my questions that I wanted to find out a little bit more about. The ancient energy, the ancient past, and how relevant and so close that the ancient past is within us right now as I speak. All right. And I was hearing about that, the ascension process. So obviously about splitting into teams. So others are choosing out of their own free will. Okay, there's no shade, but it was about choosing to enlighten others, whilst others are moved towards the preparation in 5D of the new arrivals. Okay, so there's like this agreement that's happening. And again, this vibe of like, well, no one's better than the next person. Well, it should be me because, I've been on my journey for the past 50 years, as opposed to somebody that may have just literally been on their path for like the past 10 years. Okay, but it's all about your mindset where you are right now, and about the vibrations and the frequencies. It's all about in the moment. Okay, so no one's better than who. you know, and it's that kind of situation where we got to step aside from that division and the separatism, because we've got so much of that that's going on that we are bearing witness to in the 3D amongst the sheeple. Okay, we're seeing it very, very clearly, and it seems to be working very well. Although we can see so many cracks and flaws because because we are not a part of that anymore. Okay, so it's as if like there was like it's like I was like shown like this feeling of like being briefed and a retrieval of ancient memories and customs of how things were and how they can be again, in addition to our consciousness and our current situations that we are in. So you're talking about Atlantis, Lemuria, Agartha, and Tartaria, and even the concept of Shangri-La. Okay. And now, guys, obviously, when I'm going through all of these, please do take what resonates, okay? If anything, go do your research. This will help you to kind of like dive deeper and find out what's going on. If there's any certain things that you're thinking, okay, that sounds interesting, that might align slightly with my situation, or it may not. But hey, it's all about discretion at the end of the day, yeah? It was saying to me about scrolls that were hidden in realms. Scrolls that were hidden in realms. Now, I'm not sure what these scrolls are all about. Again, it's now for me, all what I was getting was just very heavy, deep stuff that it had me thinking, well, I need to go and research this. I need to dive deep into this. What happened in those ancient times when they had experienced the previous or the other great resets? Because it seems to me is that these great resets is like a fucking cycle that's going on here, right? This ain't new. It's just regurgitated spells and magic. That is the same thing that they're doing over and over and over again. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Okay? And if it seems to be working before, well, hell, it might seem to be working again. All right? It's nothing new with these people. And what we're saying as well, that the scrolls that were hidden in realms were for their safety against linear time, underhanded beings, which would be like the sellouts of the humans, which would be like the so-called Illuminati, and their underdogs, people that would be there working for them in various sectors, selling us out, obviously. And it was obviously waiting for the right time to reappear, ensuring their survival of the ages. All right, so I don't know what these scrolls are all about. Maybe the Vatican might know, because obviously there's a lot of shit that's down there as well in their vaults, or what they think they have. It was like there is more than what is going on in this realm because of what has been. This is like this planet, this realm of ours that we are in, because it's like, it just seems to me that everything has a portal in this place. If it ain't a tree, it could be a stone, or a set of stones set a certain way because of the magnetic fields surrounding what this planet is, and obviously its connection to various planets within the solar system, and obviously within the galaxy and galaxies and within the universe. You catch where I'm coming from, okay? We're so cut off from ourselves, guys. That is, it kind of pained me, it really hurt, I must say. And it pissed me off, because we should be so much more advanced than where we are today right now, because of the history that has been dissected. However, there was a reason for it, and that's the one thing that has kind of like, Lorraine, if you raise up, look at it from a different perspective, a higher perspective, you're going to see why it wasn't possible, but why it will be possible in the future, but not right now, because there's so much work that needs to be done here. If you was to lay everything out right now, people are still living off of that low vibrational energy. They're not living in gratitude. They're not living in groundedness. And there are even certain people within the spiritual community that are sort of wavering between wanting to step back into the matrix and sort of like very, very uncertain, right? There's so much things that they can't comprehend yet because they don't even understand, overstand, and understand themselves. All right? If you haven't gone within, you can't get out. It was saying to me, the hidden ones, I don't know who the hidden ones are, but I was assuming that they are the good guys, the observers who watch the watchers. The hidden ones want to appear to those who seek to find them. They have, they meaning sort of like will be us, have proven themselves to the point of no return, leaving forever behind familiarity in order to encounter and experience the unknown. Okay? Because there's nothing to fear in something that you don't understand. The chakras. The chakras acts as key components which activates the portals within us. I was then being drawn to Norse mythology as well. There was just, guys, there's just so much stuff, all right? I'm going to have to sort of like half it as well because, and I'll save it for like another reading because there's just a lot of stuff and I really want to get into the reading to find out how you guys are getting on as well. I'm just going to read a little bit more and then we'll get stuck into the reading. It said something about a scroll or I don't know, like some kind of book or text or something that is divided and scattered in each sector or realm or ancient land sites. And obviously coded, and when it's all put together, you know, you get to like the actual truth of what's really been going on. And then I was hearing that there's more to Kemet than meets the eye. Not the eyes, the eye. Your third eye, the pineal gland. I was hearing as well something about our language that is being reset. The frequency and the vibration, it seems to be off. And obviously, if you know about Kemet, you know, that's like ancient Egypt. So there's just so much things that was going on there during the time of when at that time, where knowledge, sacred knowledge, which is not from this planet, was being given to the pharaoh at the time. There was a lot of assumptions and that, you know, they were going to use it for the greater good, okay, and to include the oneness and being part of the collective that, you know, the Ubuntu, okay, we're all equal. But what happened was then it was about the corruption, okay? Which is, I think was the same kind of situation that had happened in Atlantis, okay? There was a lot of corruption, then it was a lot of like service to self, but then there was infiltration that had happened there as well with regards to what was going on in Atlantis. Okay, which is what caused the fall of that civilization and that empire during that time, because of the misunderstanding of what the actual knowledge really was, because not everything was given, because that had to be cut literally to a certain point. So, you know, you're not getting everything. And from what they done and what had happened, this then had led to mankind's leading mankind in ignorance and suffering at the hands of the enlightened few. So those that had already received certain levels of knowledge were able then to do what they wanted to do, use, you know, mankind, and well, pretty much was as to what's going on, but obviously keeping an alliance to the off-planet beings, all right? So we know this already. And the inner magic that was within ourselves at that time was kind of turned into some kind of sorcery, but magic, okay, that's coming from within. That's why they were saying about when you're talking about referring to healers or natural, who are using natural methods, you are classed as a witch, or a sorcerer, something very dirty, dark and evil. And it's got nothing to do with that at all. It's about you becoming one with the universe, your higher self. You're tapped into your ancestors or your ancient ancestors. All right. Some of us obviously are each other's ancestors over a period of time, which is about to help the evolution of the soul. All right. The pharaohs, obviously, they wanted the people which would be the civilians, to look up to them and worship them as gods. And then what I was getting as well was that in reference to the Illuminati or the elites, it was a question that was like, how can you be gods when you are merely children yourselves? You don't know everything about the universe. So how can you be classed as like, you know, stepping up to the ranks of the Most High? How dare you? And the abuse of their borrowed and stolen power is diabolical and therefore will be retrieved. And as I was writing it, because I was writing, I mean, look how scruffy my handwriting is. You know what I mean? It's terrible. Sorry, guys. But when I underlined will, and I was like, well, why did I underline it for? It came up with, I kind of like went through to gematria and understood like what will means in the Jewish sense of the gematria. I'll provide the link for you guys as well. So yeah, it's literally what I've been experiencing. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there with for now. As I said, there's a lot of really what's going on here, guys. But what I've stopped at is going to take me into about the holograms and the reflectors or deflectors, which is going to be talking about Facebook or Meta. All right, so fucking I was just getting so much downloads, man. I mean, obviously I know that there's certain people that have done you know, videos on it already, but I kind of like wanted to add my bit in there with the downloads that I've been receiving, because everything that you may hear on a particular subject, somebody else may cover more or will cover more than what another person has. So I'm always about seeking knowledge and in order to enhance my wisdom. Okay, so I will be talking about that a while, you know. So, well, you know, not right now, but obviously I will come into that very, very soon. All right. So, guys, let me get stuck into the tarot, well, the reading, the decks, get the decks out, and let's see what's going on with you guys. All right. So, first and foremost, we are going to tap in with the Priestess of Light. Let's get some cards and see what's happening with you all. I really do hope that you guys have been really and truly taking care of yourselves, looking after yourselves, your mental health, your well-being, your physical vehicles are in tip-top shape. And, you know, you're just really just getting yourselves prepared, guys. All right, I've just seen 33 and 22 master builder numbers. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so we have already got our cards up. We have got friendship, support, fun, unity, and play. Even though things are very, very, you know, iffy right now. 3339. Okay. You still need to have a bit of fun. You still need to be able, because the fun energy is going to help to keep your vibrations up and your frequencies up as well. Okay? Find the time to do that when you can. When you can. Okay? There's no pressure on that at all, I feel. We've got Divine Mother. Nurturing, compassion, and grace. Okay? This is about the way how you are mothering yourself, or you're mothering your children, or if you are an elder, how you come across and how you are towards your younger members in your community. This is real royalty energy, and obviously with the crown chakra as well, becoming so much more enlightened. I'm picking up on somebody who wants to leave some books behind. Very, very interesting books to read, but you want to leave them behind. Okay. And then we have the twin flames, soul partner, eternal connection. So this is about a lot more of you guys are going to be coming into union within yourselves. This is the beginning. This is what they're afraid of. And you have your guardians, you have your ancient beings already. All right, that's protecting this energy. You guys are so divinely protected, and it's making them feel so sick because they can't get to you. This is what they are afraid of, what's actually going to be taking place between us, as the flames within us are going to be becoming more, united and intertwined. Now, I'm going to pull another card for you guys. Thank you. We've got idyllic times. This card pops out so regular during these readings, the garden and paradise as well. I feel that right now, guys, for some of you, and your love of owls, butterflies, this is a transformative time for you to really sit down, get at that wisdom as much as you can, because this is going to be a part of your life experience that you want to pass down to others. For some of you, this is about you receiving certain news. I don't know what kind of what form it's in, but this has changed your life forever. And it's going to make you become so much more quieter. And it's like you want to go within and just more. I'm hearing sit and read a lot more. I'm attached to somebody who's into books. This energy, somebody who's a lover of books. However, this could be two people too. All right, I'm dealing with the old soul here, but this is the wonders of nature, how things work between different species. I don't know what kind of book that is. To do with trees, nature, the sounds, the vibrations of night creatures. Even, I don't know if you can hear, guys, where I am, I'm in the Caribbean, so you can hear, the nightlife, the nocturnal creatures outside. There's a frequency that they give off that is quite relaxing and it just calms the mind. But also it's a way how they communicate with each other through their mating season, through their communication, probably for what they think about humans as well, about this kind of, messed up kind of species as well. But we are certainly, trying to do better. But there's something about this energy that I'm picking up here. This has changed. Wherever, I'm getting back to saying about the news. This news is so profound. It's triggered you for the rest of your life. This is a turning point for somebody here. And I feel that you try to make sense of it all. The best way you can, you need to sit in a garden. You need to be outside in nature in order to fully grasp. But you do this alone. For some of you actually have a tattoo of an owl and a butterfly. I mean, I'm seeing it on an ankle, the butterfly. I see the owl on the shoulder blade. I'm seeing it as the left, or on the arm of somebody. Wow, this is like some serious shaman stuff. Yeah. And underneath the bottom of the deck, we've got grateful optimism, joyous views of the future. The more you know, the calmer you will become. The more prepared you'll be. This is it's really giving me this energy of a divine mother energy. Because you've done so much. This is an old soul I'm dealing with. An elder. You've been here before. So many times. I feel that this is your last time here. And it's like you're going to give it what you got. You're going to give it all you got. You could be 51 years old, 48 years old. I'm picking somebody up I'm not going just by your age, my lovely, but your soul. There's something really powerful about what you have discovered over the eons during your existence. And it's really helping you out today because you've connected with your higher self. Probably at a much more earlier stage. You've had your battles with certain entities already. They keep watching you though. They watch. Okay, let's go in. I want to tap into the shadow self. Let's see what let's see which part of the shadow work needs looking into. You don't have to you know, take what take what resonates here with this section here, because you may be working on other areas of your life, you know, within your shadow self. All right, let's just see. So we're going to do the shadow work and then we're going to go into the work your light after. What is going on? Yeah, pain. Dealing with certain painful memories. I'm sensing abdominal pain as well because of this. Some of you could be certainly dealing with back pain, pain in your shoulders. Some of you have been getting those headaches, which, you know, or arthritis, picking up some arthritis in your hands. But you've been suffering this for a very long time though. I don't see this as an emotional pain. This is more physical. This is a physical pain, symptoms that you were really getting. You could have an increase in the ascension symptoms, but obviously, guys, as you know, as I will say, if it's anything that is really giving you some problems, please go and seek your doctor. But I'm picking up on physical pain here. Not growing pains, because you're a big person, not a child. It could definitely have something to do with menstruation cycles as well, I'm picking up on. Certainly Reiki might be helping you at this point. Acupuncture. Okay. Next cards. Okay. I've got to get these to shuffle. Have to be shuffled. Okay. We've got Judgment. For some of you guys, you could certainly be getting more pain within your third eye area as well. Sorry, guys. You could be getting more pain in your third eye area as you're becoming more enlightened. For some of you guys, you're seeing a lot more than what you were seeing before. And I'm talking about veil thinning wise, okay? Certainly a lot more increase in shadows, light orbs, lights, spectrums. What? Some of you are starting to see a lot of blue and violet and white. All right. I'm also sensing as well that sometimes at the corner of your eye, like you see like a falling, like I can only describe it as like a falling star, like an orb. And then when you look, it's gone. All right. Some of you are actually seeing full-on apparitions. But you're not really, it's not out of, I don't mean to disrespect or disparage. You're kind of dealing with it. You've gotten used to it. It bothered you before as a child. But it doesn't really, because they're attracted to your light. They were always attracted to your light anyway. Always. The next card that we've got is the doubt. Okay, so there could be certain members of you guys that are kind of like still doubting whether or not you're actually on the right path. And I feel that this is something that's really deep rooted in your emotions right now. where it's like, I'm also getting somebody's doubting you, and this is upsetting you. And I feel, because it's giving me this kind of like bewildered energy. Somebody doubts you. Okay. Yes, some of you will be feeling doubtful about yourselves, but somebody doubts you. This is another sort of jump in that's just butted into what I was trying to say. And this has left you feeling quite bewildered and sad, because I don't think you expected this from this person. I feel that you thought that they were on your side, on the team. I feel they were, but there's so much things that's going on, guys. What you got to remember is that everyone's shifting. Everyone's going through a paradigm shift. Everyone's going through their awakening. And I feel that what's going on here is that it's not you, it's to do with them. They're doubting what they're actually seeing and believing, because I feel that there's a lot of things that they're not telling you that they have been experiencing. And I feel that it's like, if they ask you, like, oh, are you sure about this and the other? It's like they want you to turn and say, oh, well, you know something, maybe it's not that way. It's not that after all. And then it might sort of like make them feel like, oh, well, you know, whatever I'm thinking or feeling or whatever I'm exposed to will go away. It won't go away, my love. Once you've opened it up, that's it. It's open. It's there for life. We've got expectations. So I feel that you guys are in the energy, in the business right now of yourself, but this is about you. Hold on. Some of you could be really going through a situation, now that I'm looking at this pain and these expectations. I'm picking up that if you have certain people that are dependent on you, okay, this might sound really triggering, but I'm picking it up on something that is not, okay, I've got to say, I feel that for somebody, please know that this is going to be something that, just take what resonates. But I feel that some of you guys have been dealing with something that's quite domestic violence. And there's an expectation that you are going to stay there. That you are going to stay with them. And I feel that this physical pain, because I was more picking up on the physical pain, because I'm seeing like pain in the head and the, you know, the eye, the hands, everything. Like, you know, you've been going through so much abuse, physical abuse. Enough is enough. Okay. There's some, and I feel that this is, again, for some of you with this expectation cards and the doubts, it's like a bombardment of psychological weaponry that's been really aimed at somebody. Oh, you're not capable of doing it, and you know, you won't last, or you won't, you know, this is and other. Really being really nasty. But you're getting yourself out from this. I feel that this shadow side, the side that you kind of like have been putting off, for some of you guys, this is what you need to be kind of working on. Healing that pain, really embracing. If you're doubting yourself, know that you've got the confidence. Don't let somebody else come in and doubt you or make you feel any doubtful of yourself. If they doubt you, that is nothing to do with you. That's on them. So you shouldn't even be feeling that kind of doubt energy, or, you know, rebuke it, because you don't want no doubts coming towards you. All right. And these expectations, make sure that your expectations are higher than those that expect you to stay, you know, in the dirt with them. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the grief. Okay. So there's a lot of endings that I feel that's been going on. And this is what I said, guys, like, kind of like being mindful of, you know, you really don't want to sort of like get anybody to kind of put you in that kind of mood or that kind of vibe where you just literally want to rip shit, because you would have, and I've said this before, you would have unraveled a lot of the inner work that you've been doing on yourself because of somebody's low expectations of not just on you, but on themselves, because they've got a disease. Okay, a dis-ease within themselves, all right? And you're trying to ease yourself away from them. Let's look on the work your light. Let's just lighten this up from dark to light energy. Let's see what we've got. So we have got the crumbling. Things are definitely loosening up around you. Loosening up. Some of you could actually be losing weight as well. Some of you could be losing weight. Your clothes are hanging loose around you. There's been a lot of stress that's been going on. I don't see this as anything to do with a dietary change. I more see this as, you know, physical changes, but it's all to do with a lot of stress that's been going on. All right. But all of that is given away. What are you clinging on to? I don't think you're clinging on to anything. It's rather, it's energies and people that's trying to cling on to you. And if you are clinging on to somebody, then this is where you need to really start to go within and figure it out. Like, well, why am I still, you know, attached to this energy? It's not healthy for me. I've got to focus on my health and my wellness. All right. So this is what is kind of like coming through with that. It's like the beginning of like, you know, like the tower moment. Starseeds, and this is, to me, this is about like this new beginning once you've come out from this energy of the crumbling. What lights you up? What lights you up? What gives you that hope? What makes you feel so empowered right now to start something new and amazing with yourself? Because I'm hearing that the slate is going to be wiped clean so that you'll be able to begin anew. All right. There's a spiritual great reset that's going on. Not the stupid one that you're hearing. That's fake shit. I wouldn't even bat two eyelids at that. I'll just say, you know, yeah, whatever. All right. But within you, the new earth, the new 5D, this is the crossing over. This is the ascension. All right. We have got keepers of the earth. I keep referring to earth as a realm now because of what I've been discovering about it. So, you know, if I'm saying realm or this realm that we're in, I mean earth, all right? You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So again, with this ancient ancestor energy, okay? They stand beside you and they stand within you as well, in and around you. I told you, always being watched. And we have got take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So remember what I was saying to you earlier about going to have some fun. Hang out with some friends. Hang out with people that really do want to share your vision with themselves and each other or other people. You know, this is about a real sense of like really communicating on a really, really, really deep and soulful level with people now. Okay. For some of you guys, this feels to me that this is like you manifesting and just bringing this into like from off of like the drawing board and in actually onto the, you know, the conveyor belt, the line, so that you're going to start to manufacture this and bring it in, you know, into your reality. You've got the soul family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. This is exactly what I was saying. I feel that this is where you're just calling it in. And there's Lemuria creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So as I'm sensing as well, like what I mentioned before in the downloads about the fact of getting these understandings about what happened in the past with these civilizations. How did they live? What were their customs? Did they worship gods, or were they, you know, spiritual, or were they more into science, more into nature? Were they really, I mean, obviously they would have been good at maths. You know, what was it? Did they have some form of social network or something like what we've got similar? You understand? Because technology, you know, is you know, certain technologies that these beings have been using is way, way, way more advanced than what we've actually got right now, or what we can even comprehend. Okay. The card underneath the bottom of the deck is birthing a new age, bringing birthing new creations, dreaming a whole world into being. This is what I was just picking up on with regards to, you know, whatever you are taking off of the drawing board for you now, you guys are now really starting to bring it in, manifest that shit in order to, you know, bring it into the reality that you are wanting for yourself. Why do you think all of this hype about the metaverse, I want to touch on it slightly, is so rampant? Why do you think that? Why do you think that with the metaverse, they want you to be a part of that so bad? It's like they are sickeningly obsessed with getting everybody to be hooked up to their shit. So that you don't have to, again, it's a thing of like, you will not be a co-creator of the universe, but a co-creator of what they have premeditated and programmed for you to create. But you ain't creating nothing because it has already been created, and from a low vibration, a low frequency, and it's about you being trapped. All right. So moving on, we are going to be tapping into the Starseed Oracle. Let's see what kind of messages that we're getting from here. Spiritual side, soulful side of the collective. Divine feminines. Okay, so first up we have got Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. I tell you, the end is near. The end is nigh. And I've just seen 5555 as I've said that. Okay, the ending is right here. It's happening right now. You're gonna, okay. I feel that over the next few months, I'm hearing there's going to be a lot more that's going to be revealed about Inner Earth. A lot more. The reason why this is so, that I'm sort of mesmerized by this, is because of the frequency change. So I suspect that there's going to be, certainly over the next few, next year is going to be so thing. But anyway, there's definitely going to be a lot more talk about Inner Earth. Definitely. Okay. Next card that we have got. Sorry guys if I'm zoning in and out. It's just that, yeah. Inner Earth. Next card that we've got is Star Family. You know, you're a part of a team of souls. Call in support. Again, this this realization, because you're busting this, you're breaking free. Really and truly breaking free. It's like this kind of like, is what it looks like. The moment that you create, you know, the energy that is emitting from you and your soul, it's going to create this like big bang, like, well, you know what I'm saying, of like all of these endless possibilities that is going to be really, really helpful. It's like you're freeing up this endangered world. It's not even like us that are the slaves. This world is a bloody slave as well, you know. Sorry, Gaia, but, you know, this is what I've been picking up here, my love. You know, we've got the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. You're no longer living in fear. To me, this just feels like, yeah, whatever may come of this, it's not going to be affecting me because of the frequency that has just changed. The range, I'm hearing about a frequency range, is out of the bandwidth, or you are out of that bandwidth. So no, it's not really affecting you anymore. Some people are going to look on you and accuse you of being very cold and heartless. Especially when they start seeing you in this energy, like the way how you're smiling, you're looking as if like you've got like a smirk on your face. You don't give a shit. You're very like, you know, you should be scared like the rest of us. It's like, bitch, please, no. I've been here so many fucking times already in the past. You want me to sit down and be afraid now? You're dealing with an old soul, my love. And you, this old soul, you certainly have a lot of ancient ties around you. You've certainly been putting in the work. I think you're a frequent visitor to your Akashic records as well. We've got Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. When you are in so much alignment with Mother Earth, you are certainly going to be, oh, okay, that you're certainly going to be in strong alignment. And I feel that this is what's going on. The moment that you are going in nature, I can't find the card right now. You know, the idyllic times card. It's doing something to the frequency, but obviously on a much more grander scale, because a lot more people are going to be going with him. A lot of people are going to be leaving the cities. And this is one of my predictions that I see happening in 2022. I'm going to be talking about certain things that I have been really feeling very strongly about. 2022, you know, all right, think of it as Detroit back in the day when the Ford company sort of like buckled under, and then most people, you know, left, you know, Detroit as a sort of like a ghost sort of state, ghost town. But imagine that like through every state, and say like in the States or like in various countries like Europe, you know, England, like they're going to be wanting to leave the cities because there's something about the city that isn't what it feels like anymore. It's like you need to kind of get out from those cages. You know, there's blocks of flats. Why would you call it a block? Because it's blocking you from leaving. It's putting a block on your spiritual progress, okay? Really and truly, guys, we have got all paths lead to home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. This is what you have been doing. And this is why you're more... Have you not noticed, Divine Feminine, that you're starting to speak with more authority? You're starting to speak like you're an emperor or something, like you're a leader of an army. And I don't mean to sound it in a way like full of like, oh, service to self and being corrupt. But no. This is all to do with your spiritual growth. You have been doing so much. And what you have been bearing witness to, you don't buy it anymore. Because your connection has burst through the firmament towards, you know, above, higher, way above the cosmos. It's reached far out. So everything that you are experiencing right now, this is why you're like this. You've touched the cosmic heart, or you have become one with the cosmic heart because of your crown chakra, well, your heart chakra in particular, as well as your crown chakra. Everything about you is just in alignment. It's like you are certainly becoming back to becoming a multi-dimensional celestial being. The card underneath the bottom of the deck is Forge, Don't Follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. See? So this is what I'm picking up on, this inner authority. You are not going to be bossing anybody around. I'm not talking about it in that kind of way. But what I'm picking up, like where you're standing your ground, people are going to be looking on you like you're just a cold-hearted person. You're just really nasty. You ain't got no soul. Or, you know, one of those ones. Oh, you're so evil. You're so wicked. Don't worry about those words, because those words are full of fear, all right? The ones that spit those words out don't even know what they've been eating or swallowing. They've just been watching so much news that it's just got them confused, all right? So let's go and see what we've got going on with the tarot. I do like this deck. It kind of reminds me of, well, it is like a tarot, but it's more like an oracle deck as well. I'm going to touch on it as a tarot. Let's see what kind of messages that we get. So first up, we've got the shadow. Yeah, shadow work, definitely. Having that balance right now, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Twin Flames, the union within, in order to get out. And this is shared accomplishments. I'm picking up on shared accomplishments with that. That's amazing. And we've got positive movement forward. Yeah, you're just like, I'm fine, you know, I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected. I am just going on my merry way. You know, I just don't want to be a part of this fear tactic anymore. It doesn't work on me. In fact, when you're watching what's on the news now, it's as if it's just water off of a duck's back. I was going to say, what is it? Duck off of a water's back. But no. Water off of a duck's back. It just doesn't mean anything to you anymore. I see 818. That's significant for somebody. Okay. We've got memories of love. Oh, okay. So this is going to be past life energy where love energy is concerned, because this is, okay, so right. So the love connection, the heart chakra, that's like the connection between all of the past lives that you had before. It's the universe. And universe. Okay. This is what I was picking up on, memories of things, of how things used to be in those ancient times. The customs and the ways and how they can be implemented into the way how we are, you know, living as people right now. Because we're coming into not only just as citizens, but guardians. All right? Guardianship of this planet. Next card that we have got for the feminines. Sorry guys, if I just moved the camera slightly. So let me just move that slightly over there. I apologize. We have got discontent and boredom. This is what I'm picking up, like, again, with the, like, you know, you're no longer interested in anything that they're trying to tell you anymore. And I feel that the more you've been going within yourself and really connecting with the ancient self, with the ancient past, with your ancestors, with the ancient ancestors, like, it's like nothing really matters anymore. And I feel that you've just gone to a place where it's like things are just really sort of coming to some form of alignment with you. You can see like the rainbow, the prism, the spectrum on the floor. It's like you're turning your back on so much things that you used to. For some of you, if you were fighting for a house, I feel that you're like, you know something? I don't even care anymore. I like... Discontent and boredom. I know right now, guys, for some of you, you are definitely coming to the last stages of your cycle. And you're just waiting to be picked up. You're waiting for the signal to come in. You're waiting for the green light, the path to say, yep, okay, you've been unblocked, next level. I'm also picking up as well that for some of you, it's like you limit your time of when you talk to people or certain people. You keep things so general that it's like you grind your teeth. And some of you are like, I just can't believe I just engaged in that conversation because it doesn't mean anything to me. But what I want to talk about, I can't. And it just makes me feel so frustrated because this person that I'm speaking to, not speaking with, but speaking to, will never be able to understand exactly what I'm talking about. So what's the point? They're so indoctrinated in the propaganda that they think that I am the bad guy. There's something tragic about that as well. Next card that we've got, there's the heart chakra. Right? The heart leads the way. I see 4-4. I've got number 6 as well. All right? Let me get one more card for you guys. Okay, and we've got the waiting game. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're just waiting and waiting and freaking waiting. And it's like, okay, well, when is it going to happen? Guys, I just feel that, yes, it's divine timing. Because remember, divine timing is not governed by mankind. because that would be so insulting towards God and the universe in itself, the Most High. You know, it just doesn't even fathom. It just doesn't make sense. The waiting game can be used wisely. It can be used to your advantage whilst you are waiting for your green light. It could be the fact that your heart is the green light that you're waiting for. All right, to take you to the next level. I've got to give you these. What's this? Destiny. Okay. Certainly it's all about the destinies. Things are destined to happen, and we have got mental conflict. This is what I'm talking about with regards to the way how it's like you're trying to engage in and it makes me sound like so, like, really about the division, but we have to, the world is splitting into, two different energies now. Okay. So we've got the 3D versus the 5D, 3D, 4D, 5D. But if you are still dealing with people who are in that game mode, it's like what you have to talk to them about, what they may find hilarious and funny, it doesn't even make you crack a fart, let alone crack a smile. You might get a little bit of a grin out of it and think, oh, yeah, that's so funny. Yeah. Oh, ha, ha. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's so funny. But really, you're like, what the fuck? What? Why am I even engaging in that shit conversation? Like, what is that all about? And again, this isn't about making you like coming across as being egotistical, but it's more to do with frustration, because I feel that you're just ready. You're raring to go. You're ready. You've done a lot of your healing. Your heart space is cleared. You've cleared away and stepped away from a lot of toxic people, and you've been doing so much. But I just feel that what part of your life lesson is to deal with patience, okay, and frustration, all right? And then the next card that we have got is material harvest. So being thankful for what you have, what you are about to achieve, what is being brought into fruition from your sort of thinking space, from what you've been manifesting. It's materializing, it's coming into fruition. So in a sense, guys, certain things that you are manifesting certainly will have to have that time that the universe will have to put it together in order to give it to you. Whether it means it has to take it out from one multi-dimension and come give it to you, hey, all right? But there's a thing called a bit of a waiting game, all right? The card underneath the bottom of the deck, transformation. You're going through, you're being stretched and pulled in so many different directions, Divine Feminine. And this is what it is. This is the pains. This is the growing pains. This is what's been going on. All right? And I just feel that right now, that you got to kind of like have time, if you need to cry, if you need to grieve during the waiting period. This is all about the reflection that you've going to be going through and what you're having. Because again, part of the transformation is about withdrawing from everybody and everything. Withdraw yourself away from the frustration. Withdraw yourself away from the impatience and people that are just like winding, they're not winding you up. They just assume that you're still on that wavelength, but you have totally changed. The old you is dead, and you can't wait to bury it because you've become so transformed. Okay. I'm going to get some more messages. I'm going to be using the Energy Oracle decks and see what we've got going on here. Okay. Can I have some more messages, please, for the Divine Feminines? Let's see what kind of energies that we're picking up on. Yeah, we've got the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Okay, so I feel that right now with regards to your willpower, your will be done by the grace of God. You've just totally aligned yourself with so much Christ consciousness, becoming so fully aware. I'm also picking up on a stomach issue. It keeps on telling me about your stomach, or like an IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. So kind of check that out, guys, because yeah. I'm trying to keep it on the spiritual side, but it could be something quite physical. Again, that's what's giving that kind of pain, yeah? We've got appreciation. Appreciation of the finer things in life. Appreciation of when you're out in the gardens, in nature. And I feel that you are so relaxed and so grounded. You are a totally different person when you are alone by yourself or in nature. You can really begin to see the world differently, and it helps you to stay, to that point of where you can literally envision, earth pulsing, slowing down, and the inner earth. You are there, you are in it right now. All right. And then you've got, obviously, like with Lemuria, okay, everything is really aligning up, and this is what makes you appreciate your life. It helps you to appreciate, again, the reason why you came back into this firmament, so that you can have another go. If there was any unfinished business, I feel that you really would love to work on those unfinished, loose ends, so that you can start to tie them up, cut them off, and, and carry on. Certainly to do with the cord cutting. I'm also seeing you again with the falling away of false ideologies. And again with this, you're seeing everything as an illusion right now. And I feel that, to be honest, what I'm picking up here is that this used to be the old you, with regards to everything was about the material things, about what I got, and this and the other. I'm not saying this for everybody, okay? Just for some guys, so please do take what resonates. But I feel that there has been a transformation. You're much more calmer than you was before. It's like you're a totally different person in comparison to how you were before. You appreciate being out in nature instead of being dolled up to the nines in the city, having to put on all these garms, and all you want to do is just sit down and just, watch some butterflies flutter by. And that just kind of like makes your vibrations, it makes your day. But there's just something so rigid and dishonest and fake. It just wasn't you. And I feel that this is why you want to break away from that kind of energy. It's just so 3D. It just sucks. All right. I'm going to pull a card from the middle. Angel of Strength. You need to, I just feel that you are hanging in there. If you're not hanging in there, guys, I'm guided to say that, definitely hang in there. You will. And we do have broken heart. So there is definitely a time to heal. That's what I'm saying. If you need to find the time to grieve and cry, to get it out of your system, this is what is going to help to strengthen you out as well. Healing yourself is going to help to strengthen you in so many ways that you didn't think it was possible. So if somebody's going to be coming from a place of pain, where you were living before was just a very, very painful place, a violent place, you never felt safe, you are going to be heading towards a place of blessings. I've always been saying this before. We all come from places of pain, various levels of pain, but we are all guaranteed to be heading towards a place of blessings. Okay? New creations, new ideas that are coming into fruition. The card underneath the bottom of the deck is the Magician in the Mirror. Sage energy, shaman energy, magician. This is you as the creator, co-creator with the universe. And not sitting in no fucking... Sorry, oh my God, sorry for swearing, guys, sorry. But, really sitting there with a bloody device covering your blasted third eye and your eyes, and insulting your third eye, insulting your creation, insulting your ancestors, insulting your spirit guides, and certainly insulting your higher self, insulting the twin flame journey, insulting, your fellow, divine feminines and masculines and spiritual community. They just really want so much darkness in this place, but you are too bright for these dark ones. You're too bright. Okay, and for those who have been walking, again, I have to say, the left-hand path and the right-hand path, they hate you even more because you know how to balance that shit out. All right, You know how to balance out. You don't do fear. Because you've been in hell already and you've clawed your way out of it and you're still standing strong within your divine power. Because you see through them. You see through the deception. You see through the lust for the money. No, I'd rather have the love of the light from the divine than a bloody bit of, a bit of metal. That you've already put your marking on it. You've already marked it. So you've put magic on it. That's not for me. I don't want that. Give me a crystal any day over a coin. You know? So, right. Okay, I'm going to finish off this reading, guys. What else does the feminines and the divine masculines need to know? The twin flames, the spiritual journey that we're all on, the chosen ones. What is it that we need to know as a last minute, as a parting? Okay. What messages? Okay, so the cards are here. Feeling alone. Okay. You are alone, but you are not alone. Because there's something within you that has always been with you. That's your essence. That's your inner self. That is your inner verse. That is your higher self, connecting to your higher self. The better version of you, the higher version of you is always with you. So this is, again, it's an illusion. Okay, the moon's right there. It's an illusion. You're not alone. All right. So you're becoming more enlightened about that energy. And you're starting to see things a lot more clearly. Certainly not afraid of the dark because you know how to manage that. The next card that we have got is strengthening bonds. Beautiful. So I do sense that this is more to do with the connections that you've got with certain people. You know, strengthening friendships, strengthening new setups, new communications as well, new people that are coming into your life. This is a new beginning for you, okay? And it looks really good on you. It really, really does. Your life is blossoming. The next card that we have got is changing your focus. Change your focus. This is what you've done. You were guided, okay? Guided to change the focus, change everything about you. For some of you as well, this is about you, again, this vibe of like changing your appearance, your clothing, your style of clothing. I feel that less is more. What I was picking up here with this kind of card, okay, with the deception, okay, look at the way that this woman holding a coin is got loads and loads of makeup on. Not that there's anything wrong with the makeup, but it was a persona, like, oh, fuck's sake, sorry guys. But what I'm picking up, it was as if like, it wasn't really, you was pretending to be somebody that you're not. Your natural beauty is much more beautiful than the amount of makeup that you're putting on your face. Remember what I said as well about the coins. Give me crystals any day over coins. I feel that this is where you're at now because you're just feeling so much more connected to earth. Okay? Move. Be moved by what's going on. Moving on. Feeling the energies moving around you, this infinite energy right now that is helping you since you have had the strength, okay, to, sorry, excuse me, I've got to show you the cards. Since you've had the strength from your angel guides, your spirit guides to heal your heart, it's helping you to move forward. Okay, so this is really working. And there you go, there's the third eye. Protect this at all costs, guys. I'm telling you. This is your metaverse. You see this? This is your metaverse. This is what you need to be able to see things and create your own visions. Again, not that blasted box thing that goes over your head. All right? Keep that eye looking fresh, you know, topped up, looking amazing, decalcified. And don't let them use those thermometers to go and put like above your foreheads. I'm telling you. To finish off this reading, the bottom of the deck is sadness and isolation. So I feel that this is like, it's come to an end. All right. It's really come to an end because I feel that this is just so much ascension. This is upliftment. This is a sacred union. This is a sacred energy. Holy Trinity, sacred Trinity, your mind, your body and your soul. You know, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is everything that's going on with you right now. And you have So much to be thankful for. Okay, so guys, this is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for your patience during this lengthy reading. And also, you know, it's great to sort of catch up with you, divine feminines, you know, your divine masculines, your twin flames, the spiritual community, readers, you know, channelers, and everybody else in between. I really, you know, hope that, no, it's not I hope, I know, okay, that we're going to get a lot of challenges, and that we are definitely going to be prepared to, you know, roll our sleeves up and just be in this kind of stoic energy of strength. All right, it's real stoicy, but it's real, it's full of knowledge. All right. And speaking of stoic, if you check out a book called Letters of a Stoic by the Roman philosopher Seneca, that's quite an interesting book to read. You can actually get it from Amazon. Check it out. Very interesting. Letters of a Stoic, and he also wrote on the short life. And I find that when you read those two books, it will just so make you feel so thankful for every little thing that you have right now. And that less is certainly more, in a sense of less expectations and heaviness on yourself will help to lift your spirits up even much more higher. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for watching this reading. This is Lorraine from the Sacred Alchemist 1111. Signing off for now. I will be back with another reading. Take care of yourselves, guys. Peace out.